Here's your speedometer and your tachometer. As you can see, there's the exact mileage, 203,993. So like I said, over 200,000 miles, just a little bit over 200K. Here is your screen right there in 2005. Pretty simple for the most part, right? And let's look through this screen for a moment. Again, let's go back in time to the year 2005 and see what all you get going on in here for a car that's a little bit older compared to new cars, right? Has the technology really gotten that much better over the past 13 years? Well, probably so, but let's go ahead and take a look anyways. Bluetooth connection failed. Well, I wasn't trying to connect Bluetooth, but anyways, we're gonna hit agree. And there's your map right there, as you can see. Now, do you think Lexus has a option of updating a map now in 2018? I don't know. It's a great question, because back then it was usually probably DVDs you put inside the vehicle to get those maps updated. You would order a new set of discs or whatnot. But anyways, you got your map right there. It'll say the street where we're at on Savannah Highway in Ravenel. Okay, let's hit menu, and there you go. Volume, user select, my place is set up. Let's go options, information, adjust clock, display, audio. So there's your presets in there, and sound, you got bass, mid, treble, front, all that good stuff. Okay, you hit the OK button to go back out of there. So there's radio, and then you can actually do climate through here as well. So that's pretty much your basic features inside of the system here on the 2005 Lexus LS 430. Not a whole lot of extras going on, but most cars, even in 2018, with some kind of screen or nav system or whatnot, they're probably going to have the same stuff that's inside of here, most likely, and they usually do. I film them all the time. There's not much difference, really. I mean, there may be some things that change ambient lighting, and now you have, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and just stuff like that, and built-in apps, and that's really where the major changes happened from this in 05 to what we have in 2018. But for the most part, this is really all you need, right? I mean, back in 05, this was technology that was just on point, and everybody loved it. And the main reason people wanted to buy a car that had a big screen inside of it was usually for the navigation. I mean, life just got so much better having navigation inside your vehicle. So that's pretty sweet. Let's hit the menu button real quickly, though, just to see what all is in the setup screen. Calibration, distance, estimated time, travel time, auto reroute. Auto voice guidance, you can turn that on. Voice guidance in all modes, notify traffic restrictions, intersections, street name, scroll map, function, show, POI, points of interest, and page 4. So you can change the colors around a little bit, map colors, and then map color night, and then screen animation is on. So anyways, that's just a brief look at the navigation system and everything in here for the year 2005. I mean, of course, we didn't get too in depth, but we did look at it, and I do think that's interesting to see compared to 2018. I wish I had a 2018 Lexus and then we could do like a comparison between the two, but hey, I think y'all get the grip, and some of y'all may drive new Lexus vehicles or any new car that has something similar to this, and you already know the differences, and it's definitely an upgrade now compared to back then. But the technology and everything that you're getting inside the screen here is pretty good considering the year 2005. So moving forward, right, let's go ahead and take a look around. Here's your vents, here's your radio with tape deck. How about that? Pretty sweet. And it looks like it had AM and satellite radio even back in 2005. I think Sirius XM satellite radio was around, but I think Sirius was its own company and XM radio was its own company. They weren't merged together back in 2005. So if you wanted to listen to, let's say, Howard Stern, you would have to subscribe to Sirius radio. 6-disc CD player right down here. Load all CDs in. Nowadays you just don't see 6-disc CD players at all. You definitely don't see tape decks, and you're not even really seeing CD players on cars in 2018, 2019 at all anymore. There still is some auto manufacturer brands out there that are putting CD players in their vehicles, but I really think that's just a waste of money putting a CD player in a car. Everything nowadays is transferred through your phone, Bluetooth, or through a USB cord, something like that. You did have heated and cooled seats back in '05, which was nice. You know, a lot of cars, even still today, have heated seats, but don't have cooled seats, right? So, I mean, that was nice to have back in '05. And then back in 2005, I really don't even remember hearing about cooled seats. And I worked for the Acura store back then. Again, heated seats were like, wow, I have heated seats. But they definitely didn't really rave about cooled seats all that much, or at least they didn't where I worked at. Nobody had it on Acuras. Do have right here an ashtray, and you'll have ashtrays even in the rear. And again, that's something you just don't see in 2018 is ashtrays in vehicles anymore. Now people are using vape pens and electronic cigarettes, so there's no more worrying about ashes, having to ash it out in the car. The wood trim looks nice. The cup holders, you press that in, they pop up right there. And there's your spot for your cup holders. And again, you have a arm rest, not a cup rest, right? I've been talking about that a lot lately on some of my reviews. A armrest versus a cup rest, and I'll show you what we're talking about when we get into the back of the car. But there's your storage. You even got a little ambient light in there, which is nice. Again, a lot of vehicles don't even have a light inside of the junk drawer in their vehicle in 2018. And you got a 12 volt. I did not understand why this feature was particularly right there. You know, you would think that feature would be either down there somewhere or on that side. So I don't really understand why it's over here on the left-hand side of your body to move the seat forward and back. What I can only assume is that since this is a bigger sedan, not Lexus's largest sedan, but a big sedan, I can only assume that for the people that are sitting in the back there, they have the option to put their hand right here and move this seat up a little bit for leg room. Again, if you were going to be chauffeured around town and you had someone driving you around town, if you lived that kind of lifestyle, then nobody would probably be sitting right here, and you could just kind of do like that and give yourself more leg room, right? Because you're sitting right back here and your driver's where I'm at. So that's really why I think that is right there. I can't come up with any other reason why they would have the switches right here, because it just doesn't seem like the best spot for someone that's actually sitting in the seat. But we're going to go around that side here in a minute and see if they actually have those same, you know, positions and everything with buttons over there, and then see if it has it on double. And then that will tell me if that is for what we just talked about. Up top here, you do have sunglass holders with some nice felt lining in there.